Hey everyone, the Beard Baron here with episode 14 of Ask the Beard Baron. That's me, where I take your questions from all around the internet and I answer them right here. So let's get right into it. All of today's questions come from Instagram. So if you haven't followed me yet on Instagram, the link is down below. Definitely follow me, DM me, send me a question, and we'll put on this long list of Ask the Beard Barons. So let's get to it. John Sanders from Instagram asks, I was about to make another purchase since I'm running low on balm. How does the hold with the butter compare to the balm? This is a question I receive a lot of, asking about what is the difference between balm and butter. Balm is a medium to firm hold versus butter just being a light to medium hold. So butter has less hold than balm, but butter does a better job at conditioning versus balm. So it's kind of like a little trade-off between the two depending upon what you need for your beard that day or what you even prefer of how do you like your beard to look and feel. Some people need balm because they need the extra hold, which works great. And since it has extra hold, that means it's a little bit tougher to get out of the tin, whereas butter has less hold, but it's easier to get out of tin, so it's easier to apply. So again, you might want to try both of them, just see what you like. A lot of guys like to experiment with different kind of control products. But for me, it usually depends upon what I'm looking for that day. Balm versus butter, to me, it's always very preferential on what I'm trying to do. So you can't go wrong with either. It's just a matter of personal preference. Highly recommend trying both and seeing what works for you. The Vacman from Instagram asks, if you put beard oil last night and beard butter in the morning, does that mean you shower in the evening? If so, what do you suggest if you shower in the morning? It's a good question. So this is a routine question of how I actually do this. Now, this is not going to be the same for everybody. I always tell people your beard care routine is going to vary from my beard care routine, but I can definitely give you the answers of what you're looking for. So you asked, if I put oil in last night and beard butter in the morning, does that mean that I showered in the evening? Yeah, so in that situation, I had showered last night, put oil in my beard, had it in there for the night. When I woke up the next morning, I didn't shower again because I had just showered the previous night. So what happens is I want to have a little bit more control in the morning. I want to freshen up my beard a little bit, so I put a little beard butter in there and then go on with my day. And so I suggest if you shower in the morning, you could put in the beard oil right after the shower. Then you can put a control product in right after that as well and go on with your day. So this is a very much kind of thing of when you want control product versus when you don't. But I always recommend using beard oil when you get out of the shower. You could apply balms, butters, waxes within a few minutes of applying oil. You could wait an hour or two depending upon what your schedule's like or what your day's like. Or during the course of the day, if you want to freshen up with some butter, balm, wax, absolutely apply it. But I always recommend using oil out of the shower. And then what you do after that is totally up to you and what preference of what you need and what your beard needs for that day. Howie G8430 from Instagram asks, hey Beard Baron, just wondering if you dye your beard. No, I've actually never dyed my beard. And I'm actually kind of shocked, and a lot of people are shocked that I haven't, because when you look at my beard, it looks very dark. But I've now gotten, and thanks to a lot of you guys pointing this out too, I've already know this one, but I am starting to get those little like salt hairs in here, the white hairs right through this chin area. I'm kind of surprised it's taking this long for this to happen because I'm now turning 38 next month. So I actually expect this to happen maybe 3-4 years ago, and it didn't really. It's only been coming on for the past, maybe 6 months to a year. This is really different for every guy out there with their beard of when you start actually changing hair color, whether it's on your head and your beard, different areas for different guys too. So like I said, for me, it's like right through this like soul patch area. For some guys, it starts over in the corners here. And some it's like really heavy in the sideburns and it works its way down, but this is gonna be different for everyone. But I don't dye my beard, so I don't have any real hardcore experience with that process. I know a lot of guys like to freshen up their beard and what they use. It's different for everyone. You can use actual henna dye if you want. If you're looking for like an all-natural kind of experience, it's going to be a kind of an experimental thing of what works best for your beard. When you do dye your beard, it might feel strange to the touch of what the texture of your beard feels like. But again, this is personal preference of what you want your beard to look like, how you want to feel, and what makes you feel better about your beard. So I highly recommend, experimenting, discovering what works for you. But for me, haven't dyed it yet. I don't know if I ever will. I'm letting it go all natural right now. And I did have a little time there about maybe half a year ago where I was pulling out specifically white hairs, fully white hairs. And I've recently stopped that practice because now it's getting to the point where they're keeping it on and I don't want to, like I said in the previous videos, it's the worst habit ever is pulling out hairs. I'd rather have them grow back out again than to never grow back out at all. So never dyed it, might not. So we'll see. So again, guys, thanks for watching Ask the Beard Baron here on episode 14, guys. Keep the questions coming. Follow me on all the social media links down below. Like I said, if you aren't following me on Instagram, definitely head on over there now. Say hello, shoot me a DM, ask me some questions, guys. I'm going to add them to the list and we're going to get them back out to you. I'll talk to you soon, but until then, take care.